Hello, I'm Jordan. So I'm going to squeeze in one more Victorian poem here for the end of October. I do still have a final installment in my read-along of The Way We Live Now with Steve Donahue coming up here in a few days. But I thought I'd take this opportunity to read what happens to be one of my favorite poems ever. And it also happens to be Victorian, although that's stretching it, because this is by Thomas Hardy, who famously kind of straddles the Victorian and the modern eras. And this poem, I believe, was published in the early 20th century. So it's not technically Victorian, but I do think that the sentiment and the tone is Victorian, even if the structure and the form of it isn't so much. So it's a poem called Afterwards, and it goes like this. When the present has latched its postern behind my tremulous stay, and the May month flaps its glad green leaves like wings, delicate filmed as new-spun silk, will the neighbours say he was a man who used to notice such things? If it be in the dusk, when, like an eyelid's soundless blink, the dewfall-hawk comes crossing the shades to alight upon the wind-warped upland thorn, a gazer may think, to him this must have been a familiar sight. If I pass during some nocturnal blackness, mothy and warm, when the hedgehog travels furtively over the lawn, one may say, he strove that such innocent creatures should come to no harm, but he could do little for them, and now he is gone. If, when hearing that I have been stilled at last, they stand at the door, watching the full-starred heavens that winter sees, will this thought rise on those who will meet my face no more? He was one who had an eye for such mysteries. And will any say, when my bell of quiddance is heard in the gloom, and a crossing breeze cuts a pause in its outrollings, till they rise again, as they were a new bell's boom, he hears it not now, but used to notice such things. I think that's extremely moving and lovely, just as kind of a eulogy for the self. And in that sense, it has the kind of melancholy, perhaps melodramatic kind of atmosphere that a lot of Victorian poetry has. But like I said, the form is decidedly modern, I think, and that technically it does have a standard rhyme scheme. It's A B A B in 5 quatrains. But as you could probably tell from my poor reading of it, the lines are so long that the rhymes hardly register at all. So it has a very prosaic quality to it, which I think gives the effect of having a poem that seems to kind of take its time. It's very somnolent and solemn and sullen and melancholy, and in a way that contrasts very interestingly, I think, with the last poem I read, that one by Emily Bronte, which was so energetic and also so formal in its execution. This poem is not either of those things, but it speaks to me a lot more, just in the sentiment of it. I especially love the line. This is a line I think of all the time. He strove that such innocent creatures should come to no harm, but he could do little for them, and now he is gone. I love that as a lifetime owner of little creatures. It really moves me. So yeah, that is Afterwards by Thomas Hardy, who is one of my favorite novelists, probably my favorite Victorian novelist ever, and also a fantastic poet. So let me know what you think of the poem, and thank you for watching. Have a good day.